Hello my peoples, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one simple thing to help you figure out what the heck you're gonna do with the rest of your life. Now that's a deep question, and there are a lot of you who probably need to figure that out, and there are probably a million layers to your life and everything that you want to do. But today we're gonna figure out how we can move where you are from where you want to be one step closer. Remember when you were a little kid and you always asked that one question that your parents probably hated all the time? Why? Why? But why? The one simple thing that I'm going to encourage you to do today is ask why. There's actually a method. It's called the 5 whys method, or I've heard it called the 7 whys method. Personally, I like 7 because I think it gets deeper into the layers. And who doesn't like a good 7-layer dip, right? So the method was created a long time ago by a guy named, I'm gonna butcher the name, warning, Sakishi Toyota, and he was a Japanese industrialist who was super sought after. And his son, Kiichiro Toyota, actually went on to create the world's largest automaker, which you know as Toyota. The whole purpose of the 7 whys method is to get to the root of an issue. So when you ask why, you're basically breaking down all the layers to get to the root cause of what's going on. And I found that there are technically like 14 rules that you're supposed to follow to get the most out of this method. However, I'm just going to highlight a few. I'll put the rest in the description. The first one I'm going to highlight is use paper or a whiteboard. This is awesome because you don't need a phone. You're going to get distracted if you're on your phone or on a computer because messages are always going off. This helps you really focus in on what you need to do. The second thing I'm going to highlight is never allow for human error. So if you're asking why something happened, you can't use, well, it's John's fault or user error's fault. You have to figure out exactly what went wrong and keep following the ladder all the way down to the bottom. So now, how is this going to actually help you figure out what you want to do with your life? Well, there's a couple ways we can approach it. The first one is, on the piece of paper, write down all the different things you might want to do with your life. I would encourage you to do the most practical things to the most ambitious things. Do everything, and then ask the 7 whys for each and every one of those different options. I have some goals, I have some dreams, and this method really helped me figure out my mission statement for me. And heads up, I heard a training once where they used this method, and the person facilitating the training said most of his students ended up crying because of how deep this method allowed them to go into the issues that they were having. So I just started my own company, Disla Media, and this is my 4th day not having a 9-to-5 job. And today has been the hardest day of them all. Maybe because, you know, the first few days just felt like an extended weekend or something. And I got a lot done, but I don't feel as productive as I should be. So let's figure out why I don't feel as productive as I should be. All right, so here's my paper, and I wrote down my 7 whys, and I'm trying to figure out why I don't feel as productive as I should. So what you would do is write down what you want to do in life, or the different options for what you want, and then go down the 7 whys, or the 5 whys. Why don't you feel productive? There's the first one. Well, I feel like I run out of time every day, and I don't have enough time. All right, well, why don't you feel like you have enough time? Well, the second why. Well, I feel like I have too many tasks, too many things to do. I have to build a website, get business cards, network, spread the word, call people. Why do you feel like you have too many tasks? I'm afraid of failure. I need to keep the momentum going that I started with, and I'm not truly organized. And I actually put a star next to this one because I feel like that was the real answer that I needed. So I'm going to follow that one. But feel free to follow all the other ones with more whys. So why don't you feel like you're truly organized? Well, I've never actually sat down and created a long-term plan with goals. I have like long-term goals, but I haven't sat down and reverse engineered kind of how to make all those things happen. So why haven't you sat down and created a long-term plan? I've never been on my own, and I've never needed to. And so I guess it's because I'm kind of learning. So if you've done the 5th whys, then you're kind of done because you've told yourself, all right, you need to keep learning, and you need to write your goals down, reverse engineer your path to where you want to be. And, you know, this is just for me. Obviously, when you figure out what you want to do or how to solve like whatever question you have, then you'd figure it out that way. So the 6th why. Well, why have you never worked on your own or needed to? Well, I've always had a 9-to-5 job. Why have you always had a 9-to-5 job? So my 7th why has pointed me to This is a really awesome opportunity, but it's also a new opportunity. So if I feel overwhelmed, it's okay because I'm just learning. But I need to make sure I sit down and actually have a plan. So those 7 whys helped me out in that way. But for you, they're going to hopefully help you to pinpoint what you want to do for the rest of your life, or for work, or for fun, whatever you want. But hopefully this technique has been helpful to you or will be helpful to you. And if you have any questions, please don't forget to look in the description where I wrote down the 14 rules that you kind of have to follow to make sure that you're doing it right. And if you want me to just help you in the comments figure out how to narrow down all your ideas and thoughts and focus them more, then go ahead and write down there and I'll make sure to comment right back to you. We're going to figure this out. So don't forget every day to make your goals and dreams a reality. And don't forget that you can do it. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Peace. Hello, my people. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you want to see more, there's some videos over there and down there in the description. But please make sure you like, subscribe, and share with anyone you think would love to watch these videos too. All right. See you on the next one. Peace.